What up YouTube, it's Misery's Company. In today's video, I'm going to be making a little bit of a change, pretty big change actually, to my account, and I want to talk through my logic, guys, because I am pushing into unknown territory. And when it comes to PvP, I'm going to be pushing to the max rank, which is Legend this season, and I've been doing it with the Blood Knight. Started with the Wizard, now on the Blood Knight, and now I want to change it once again. Let's get straight to it. So as we walk over here, I want to talk about the decisions and the thought process I had. So I will be changing my class, and I will likely be doing this class for the majority of the remainder of the push into the Legend category. I really love the Wizard. I considered going back to the Wizard because it is by far the class that I know the most, and one that I feel like I could do the most with. So I'm running into a point with PvP right now. I'm currently in Silver 2, where I'm running into a lot more whales, where I'm getting basically obliterated, and as a Blood Knight, I'm basically zoning them with my bats, and then picking really strategic engagements, and that's it. I feel like there's other classes I could be utilizing that could maybe make it a little bit more efficient and a little bit more helpful to either buff my allies or maybe just kill the whales from afar by CCing them to death. So that immediately went straight to the Wizard, because again, that's a really strong class at range, especially in PvP. Lots of CC options. Makes a lot of sense, but I just got off the Wizard and I just unlocked literally all of the essences for the Wizard. So from a non-PvP standpoint, I would be essentially wasting my time. I've almost unlocked all the essences on my Blood Knight with the exception of one shoulder piece, which is why I'm not too worried about it. It wasn't my goal. I just really enjoyed the Blood Knight. I hadn't been on in a while. Did put out a new video on the new PvP build for the Blood Knight, which you can check that video out if you haven't already. But then I was like, you know what? I don't want to go back to the Wizard and basically be wasting my time when I already have all the essences. I'll go back to the Wizard at some point because it is my favorite class, that and the Blood Knight. But then I was like, you know what if we go to the Necro? Because the Necro has a lot of CC options, has a lot of survivability, and does a ton of damage, and is arguably one of the best classes in the game for both PvP and PvE. It doesn't have the best farm build available to really allow farming to be super fast and kind of mindless, which is my goal, admittedly, but it does really good for PvP, and it's a class that I haven't been on in a while and I don't have a lot of essences unlocked for. So there were a lot of really good reasons to maybe do the Necro, but I'm not, and the reason is Echo Gaming. Echo Gaming just switched to the Necro, and while he and I don't make the same content all the time, he's obviously going to be covering the Necro a decent bit, maybe not from a PvP aspect since he doesn't do that much PvP, but I don't want to be doing the same class that he just switched to and be sort of competing for whatever the most important build is. So shout out to Echo for that. Then I thought about the Demon Hunter, and I was like, you know what, Demon Hunter, good at range, not a lot of CC options. Maybe I even try to build finally a ranged CC build, but you know what, there's content creators that cover that right now, and I was like, you know what is a build, what is a class that does a ton of damage, has a lot of help for my, I guess, teammates in PvP, but can still farm really well that no one's covering? And I was like, is it the Barb? I can't really full support Barb. I mean, I can CC and then get away from things in PvP, but there's got to be a better option. And that's when I decided on the Crusader. Crusader has been a class that I don't love, but it's a class that I respect because it is so good in PvP. It gives a lot of buffs, it's very tanky, and you can really control the whole flow of a game with one single class, which is really sort of my draw, is that I have like I don't even know, what's my win percentage right now when it comes to leaderboards? 84%. So I care a lot about winning. I'm doing very well in PvP. Again, I'm Silver 2. I'm progressing pretty quickly because I'm winning a lot of my games. Again, 84% is a pretty good percent from where I'm at in the game. Yeah, I don't know. See how far we get down here. No one above me I haven't seen anyone above 84 yet. So there you go. And no one above me and no one below me. I mean, I'm the highest win percent for right now for the Blood Knights by a pretty noticeable margin. There goes an 81 down at 60, and he's in bronze 4. So 84% win chance, which is bound to change, but if I can help control the flow of the battle, that's what I want to do. So we're going to be changing to the Crusader. And then he does have a very good build for farming, which I need to do a lot of farming. So this will help entice me to keep up with farming while also still being relevant in both my warband and PvP. And I don't have all of the essences unlocked. So that's why I picked the, oh, and then there's Jon Snow. I do love all of those reasons, and it's really enticing. It is a melee class, which is what I was trying to avoid, and that's why I was leaning sort of more closely to a necro. But again, I'm okay. I overall respect the Crusader class. I don't love farming on keyboard and mouse, which I typically don't do that much anyway because of the build, like how the horse works. That's been a complaint of mine since like the game first came out. But yeah, and on top of that, my skin looks pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. The what is it called? Hatred's Heritage armor. Yeah, the cross class one that I have is pretty sick for this class. I mean, it's pretty awesome. So is that one, admittedly. I mean, the Crusader probably has like the best skins in the game, bar none. So looking forward to being on the Crusader. We'll continue to carry where I can in PvP, try to keep my win percentage up as high as I can. But yeah, generally really like the Crusader. Looking forward to being on it for a while. Let's go ahead and see where I'm at in terms of my essences. I've maxed out all my essence mastery on all classes. Now I'm just trying to unlock all essences on all classes, so that way whenever we do, likely in the near future, get more legendary items, I basically have something to work for on all classes. So yeah, let's see. Headpieces, I actually have a decent amount. All right, so missing the bottom two. Shoulders, missing 3 total. Chest, missing 2, so we're at 7 so far total missing essences, which is good. Pants, we're at 1, so that's 8 total. Main hand, we're missing 2, so we're at 8, 10. Offhand, 11, 12, 13. So 13 total essences that we're missing. I don't know which one I want to pick yet. That could be good. Kind of like that one. Looks cool too. Dealing damage to yourself. I don't like the idea of dealing damage to yourself, but I think that goes with one of the builds. So I'll go ahead and do that one. Whatever. We're gonna do some grinding, guys. We're gonna do yeah, make some builds and kind of have fun with the Crusader. Let me know if you're excited about some Crusader coverage in both PvP and PvE. I'm very much looking forward to it. Haven't been on this class in a long time, and like I said, I got a lot of work to do, so good chance I'll be on this class for a decent while, especially while I progress into the higher depths of PvP. Let me know what you think in the comments below, guys, and until next time, lock it in.